DAP's Malacca assemblyperson have announced that they will resign from the state government and will resign from all positions it holds in the BN-led state administration. This came following the passing of a bill to amend the state constitution to pave the way for the appointment of up to 7 nominated state assemblypersons. Stay tuned for this and more on KiniNews. DAP's 4 Malacca assemblypersons have announced their resignations from the state government. This is to honor their pledge to step down if the state constitution was amended to allow for appointed assembly members. Malacca DAP Chief and Kota Melaka MP Khoo Tiong announced this in a press conference after the passing of the bill today.
Semua wakil rakyat daripada Pakatan Harapan menolak ruang undang-undang tersebut, termasuk saudara Alex selaku exco kerajaan negeri, telah menolak usul tersebut. Maka untuk mengikut prinsip demokrasi Dewan, maka kita akan keluar daripada kerajaan negeri Melaka, di mana exco akan letak jawatan, 2 timbalan exco juga akan letak jawatan, dan juga timbalan speaker juga akan letak jawatan.
Khoo said given that they have rejected the motion tabled by the government, they cannot reject it and remain in the government at the same time. He also took a swipe at Merlimau Umno assemblyperson Dr Akmal Saleh, asking when the Umno Youth chief would fulfil his long ago promise to quit the state government.
Okay, so statement yang terakhir saya, bila Akmal nak letak jawatan. Terima kasih.
Meanwhile, in a separate press conference, Malacca Chief Minister Abdurrauf Yusof assured that the state administration will not be affected by DAP's exit. Utusan Malaysia reported him saying that BN had obtained a sufficient mandate to govern the state on its own, and that the cooperation established with parties in the unity government was merely a manifestation of the spirits of understanding practiced at the federal level. The Malacca State Legislative Assembly had passed the amendment to its state constitution to allow for appointed assembly members earlier today. In his speech proposing the amendments, Rauf said that including appointed state assembly representatives would enable representation across Malacca's more diverse community, including women, professionals, and Orang Asli members. The Malacca State Constitution Amendment Bill 2026 was passed by a show of hands.
Ahli-ahli yang berhormat sekalian, setelah dibuat perkiraan seramai 23 orang ahli-ahli yang berhormat yang menyokong dan 5 orang ahli-ahli yang berhormat tidak menyokong. Sekian, terima kasih.
Ahli-ahli yang berhormat sekalian, usul rang undang-undang ini diluluskan dengan undian bersetuju seramai 23 orang. Rang undang-undang ini dibaca bagi kali yang kedua. Sekian, terima kasih.
Umno Youth Chief Dr Akmal Saleh has celebrated DAP's decision to leave the Melaka government. In a post on Facebook, Akmal posted a screenshot of Malaysia Kini's article on the matter and said that the prayers of the people of Melaka have been answered. Akmal also took a swipe at DAP Deputy Chairperson Nga Korming, asking when it would be his turn. Akmal was referring to Nga's previous remarks about resigning as Housing and Local Government Minister if BN secured a major victory in Johor and former Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak was released from prison. Nga has since clarified that his pledge was tied specifically to Najib's possible release, stressing that the integrity of the country's judicial system must be protected. DAP Melaka had announced its withdrawal from the state government today, with its leaders relinquishing their positions in the BN-led administration. The move is in protest against a proposed constitutional amendment to introduce appointed members of the State Legislative Assembly. BN Chairperson Ahmad Zahid Hamidi had also commented on Nga's remarks. He said remarks on such matters should be made with greater restraint, noting that BN and DAP are both part of the unity government. Bernama quoted him as saying that such statements might have been appropriate when the parties were in the opposition, but there was no need to raise them now that they are governing together. Zahid added that Nga is his friend and that he intends to meet him. He also stressed that relations among leaders of the unity government at the federal level remain cordial and professional, with all parties committed to working together as a team until the administration completes its term. Zahid's remarks came after the closely watched Johor state election in which BN and Pakatan Harapan, despite being allies at the federal level, faced off in several contests. BN emerged dominant, winning 48 of the 56 state seats, 8 more than it secured in the 2022 state election. Pakatan Harapan won only 8 seats, down from 12 previously. Nga, who is also DAP deputy chairperson, clarified yesterday that his statement was tied to the issue of Najib's possible release and stressed that the integrity of the country's judicial system must be protected. From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us. When your child dances, sings, or poses for TikTok, who is the algorithm serving those videos to? Malaysia Kini tracked several TikTok accounts that posted AI-generated sexualized videos of children featuring AI girls in school uniforms or bikinis performing sexually suggestive gestures. When we reported these accounts to TikTok, every report received the same response: no violation found. Worse still, as users continue browsing these videos, TikTok's For You page begins recommending everyday videos of real children, girls changing into new clothes, dancing and playing with friends. Do these children and their parents know who is watching them? Every child deserves protection. Whether you're a parent, teacher, or social media user, you have the right to understand this issue. That's why we're making this series of reports freely available to all readers. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code to read the full investigation. Rosma Mansor has filed a defamation suit against stand-up comedian Harith Iskandar. In her June 9th lawsuit, Rosma claimed that during Harith's show in Melaka, the comedian displayed images of a toyol, pontianak, and pocong before showing her photograph. She said a TikTok user had uploaded 2 recordings of the performance. According to reports, Rosma alleged that he joked about the scariest figure in Malaysian mythology before displaying her image, implying that she was more frightening than the supernatural being and exposing her to public ridicule. She claimed the allegedly defamatory statements were made with malicious intent to damage her reputation and insult her. Rosma is seeking damages, an injunction, and an unconditional public apology. She also wants Harith to publish a written retraction in newspapers and on social media. According to the New Straits Times, Harith said the allegedly defamatory remarks must be assessed in the context of the entire show, which included audience interaction, delivery, timing, disclaimers, and house rules, rather than isolated excerpts uploaded by third parties. He also denied recording, uploading, or authorizing the TikTok videos cited by Rosma. He claimed the videos were edited, incomplete, and published without his knowledge or consent, in breach of his express instructions prohibiting audience members from recording or sharing any part of the performance. Case management has been fixed for July 31st. The Johor government has asked authorities to investigate the Network School, a private tech community in Forest City. This came following allegations that Israelis with dual citizenship are staying there. In a statement, Johor Menteri Besar On Hafiz Ghazi said the state has asked the Home Ministry, Immigration Department, Police, Customs Department, and other agencies to investigate. He said they had called on authorities to verify the nationalities of those staying there and their travel documents, as well as whether they are using second passports. They will also check whether foreign residents are complying with Malaysia's immigration rules and whether their declared purpose of entry is consistent with the activities they are carrying out. On Hafiz has also asked the Higher Education Ministry and the Digital Ministry to examine the Network School. At the state level, he said the Iskandar Puteri City Council and the Land Office will inspect whether the commune complies with local laws and will take action if they are not. The network school is a private residential and co-working community launched in 2024 by tech investor Balaji Srinivasan. It became the subject of scrutiny around the time of the Johor state election after social media allegations emerged that Israelis using the passports of their second citizenship were among those living at the commune. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Kimilia. Thanks for watching.